Python Commandos. This Warbond was announced to incredible hype. The game has been very functional lately, so it was the perfect time for a new Warbond, and the trailer alone was selling people on the Warbond. It sold me, you know. This Warbond has some of the most unique and fun gear that we've ever gotten. Period. I can already tell you that I recommend this Warbond, but I'll stop before I get ahead of myself, because we're going to start out on page 1, with the GL21-12 Assault Rifle. With this weapon, you not only get an assault rifle, but you also get an underbarrel grenade launcher, which is a first for Helldivers 2. You can switch between the assault rifle and the grenade launcher by holding the reload key and interacting with the little, weapon menu there, which can be very useful when you need to quickly blow something up. But it's also good against enemies too. It's essentially just the grenade pistol strapped to your gun, and I know that a lot of people are going to be very happy about that. But how about the actual rifle itself? Well, it's not bad. It's very similar to the standard Liberator in terms of firepower and magazine size and how much damage you can kind of squeeze out of one mag. So it's definitely good enough for a light pen assault rifle, but there is one major flaw with this weapon, which is the ammo economy. It kind of makes sense because you get grenades and ammo, like standard rifle ammo, but you will run out of ammo much faster than most other assault rifles. So I definitely recommend using the Siege Ready passive with this weapon. It will give you much more ammo to work with, and it will help you reload the grenade launcher faster too. Overall, the 1-2 isn't the total game changer that I was expecting it to be, but it's still a really solid addition to the assault rifle family, and it's very fun to use. Plus, it does something that no other assault rifle can do, which is of course the grenade launcher, so it definitely has its own place in the sandbox of Helldivers 2. Next up, we have the RS-20 Constrictor armor set. This armor set looks like it was pulled straight out of Viper Commandos, and that's not a bad thing in my opinion. The body armor itself looks great. Like most of the armor in this game, it actually looks like something that could be created and worn in real life. It looks like, actual body armor, and it follows the tradition of the Commando Warbonds by letting you show off some skin, of course, and it comes with a bunch of neat little gadgets and pouches on the belt, which are just there for show, of course, but they look really nice. The helmet is great too. It's yet another great-looking helmet design from Arrowhead. I swear to God, every helmet in this game looks good. I think they all look great. And you even get a bandana for infinite ammo. This is a light armor set with 50 armor, and the armor passive in this Warbond is called Rock Solid, which comes with 2 different perks. The first perk increases your melee damage by 100%, which is very fitting for this Warbond, seeing as they already did the same thing for Viper Commandos with Peak Physique, and the defoliation tool, which we will get to later, will benefit heavily from this perk if you use them together. And the other perk simply makes you more resistant to being knocked down and ragdolled. This is a great combination of perks, and I think that this passive is now the best passive for melee builds. You can resist being ragdolled, which is very useful if you want to stay up close to your enemy, and you get double melee damage. Again, this really is perfect for the upcoming defoliation tool. You need to stay up close for an extended amount of time for that weapon to reach its full potential, so ragdoll resistance and melee damage are a perfect combo for any melee user. Plus, it's just a neat little armor set. Next up, we have the AX Flam 75 Guard Dog Hot Dog. Jesus. Finally, we have the flamethrower guard dog that we have all been waiting for, and it is exactly what you would expect. It's a guard dog with a flamethrower attached to it. It is extremely effective against pretty much anything, anything with heavy armor or below, including your own teammates and sometimes even yourself. So be careful with this thing. It might be fun and it might look like a toy, but it's definitely not a toy. It's not safe for kids. I've seen this thing kill flesh mobs all on its own, and of course fire can penetrate heavy armor too, so it's good against pretty much everything up to heavy. It can fly a decent distance away from you and burn down enemies very efficiently. It can kind of, lock off whole choke points for you, just like you would do yourself with a flamethrower. It's rather effective. It's better than I thought it would be. It's pretty intense for a little robot. This is the missing piece of the puzzle for any fire-based loadouts. If you like to run fire loadouts, then you will definitely need this item. It will absolutely make you happy if you're looking for some new incendiary gear. I definitely recommend this item. It's fun, it's effective, it's something that I've wanted for a long time. Just be careful with it because it's gonna kill some teammates. Now we're moving on to page 2. And on page 2 we have the CQC-9 defoliation tool. Now I'm not really a fan of melee in this game, at least I haven't been for a long time, but the defoliation tool really took me by surprise. It is way better than I thought it was going to be, and it's actually very, very fun to use. The defoliation tool deals 300 damage and penetrates medium armor, which, sounds pretty good, but it actually gains armor penetration and demolition force the longer you use it against an enemy, eventually increasing to anti-tank penetration with 30 demolition force. That's right, you can essentially kill any enemies in the game with this thing. It's really good. On my stream we had a guy cut a War Strider in half. Yeah, a War Strider, and he didn't even break a sweat. I would show the clip here, but I'm too goddamn lazy to go and find that, so make sure you tune into my streams to see more crazy shit like that. The defoliation tool is by far the best melee weapon in Helldivers 2. You can even use it to destroy things like foliage, of course, and even buildings like fabricators and bioprocessors and parked warp ships. This is a wet dream for any fans of Doom or any of you insane 40k fans that feel the need to just cut aliens in half. This is definitely one of the most fun weapons in any Warbond, and I can't believe I'm saying that about a melee weapon, but they actually really got this one right. This has made me actually enjoy melee in this game, and I'm someone who's been pretty outspoken against melee for a long time. Next up, we have the RS-40 Beast of Prey armor set. This is definitely my favorite armor set in this Warbond and in this whole update in general. I mean, just look at it. It's so fucking cool. It's big and bulky, just like heavy armor should be, and it's covered in pouches and assorted little tactical bits that just make it stand out and make it look more trooper-like, you know what I mean? And from behind, it almost looks Space Marine-esque. Not exactly, but the silhouette kind of reminds me of that look, And the helmet is great too. It reminds me of an Imperial Snowtrooper from Star Wars or one of the Galactic Marines. They wear similar helmets, so it kind of looks like that without the little cowl coming down from the face. I am once again asking for color customization. I need more colors for the helmets in this game. They just look too damn good, and I want to start comboing different things together. I want to paint this helmet gray and wear it with my siege-ready armor, shit like that. I need that really bad. So this is obviously a heavy armor set. I already gave that away, and of course it has the same passive as the previous armor set. I think that this passive combos really well with heavy armor as opposed to light armor. Usually with light armor you're just gonna die if you take a really bad direct hit, but with heavy armor you could possibly tank it and stay standing with this passive. So of course I recommend this armor set. I love heavy armor, and this is one of the best looking armor sets we have ever gotten in my opinion. Plus the passive is really damn good, especially if you're a fan of melee, so yeah, this is just a nice solid armor set. And there's not much else of note on page 2, so I'll just show off the vehicle patterns here. It's just a classic camo pattern. There's really not much to talk about with this one, but I do think it's pretty cool. I don't know what exact camo pattern this is in real life, but it reminds me a lot of the woodland weapon camo from COD 4, if anyone remembers that. It looks pretty much the same to me. If anyone can tell me what this camo is actually called in real life, then let me know in the comments. Time for page 3, and on page 3 we have, of course, the Python Commando title. It's a title, alright. Just like Viper Commandos and Servants of Freedom, you get the name of the Warbond as a title, which is a little uninspired in my opinion, but if you like it, then you like it, you know, go ahead and enjoy it. Next up, we have the M1000 Maxi Gun. This is another weapon that we have been waiting for a long time. The Maxi Gun is a belt-fed, portable minigun that feeds directly off of the backpack that comes with it. No reloading, just straight feeds from the backpack into the gun, which is a first for Helldivers 2. The Maxi Gun deals 80 damage with medium armor penetration, and it comes with 750 rounds in the backpack by default. That is an incredible amount of damage that you can just spit out, and you can deal that damage incredibly fast. It is so much fun to just mow down a giant group of enemies, especially when they can all be damaged by the Maxi Gun. It can make quick work of dozens of medium and smaller enemies at once. But there is one major downside to the Maxi Gun. It cannot be used while moving. If you try to shoot the Maxi Gun while moving, you will simply stop moving and begin shooting. You will not be able to move again until you stop shooting or you are knocked down. And it makes sense. It would be unadvisable to shoot a portable minigun when you're walking around, but it's something that you should be aware of. The firepower of the Maxi Gun definitely makes up for this small disadvantage. Not to mention that it also gets a full refill when you pick up an ammo box or a supply box. That is a big deal. 750 rounds resupplied with a single supply box, and you know, the ammo is not shitty either. 80 damage with medium pen. That's assault rifle tier. That can shred through some enemies really fast. Keep in mind that you also cannot team reload this weapon. I mean, there really wouldn't be any point to team reloading this anyways. You don't actually manually reload the weapon itself, you just fill up the backpack with ammo and it goes right into the gun, so it wouldn't even matter anyway. The Maxi Gun in general is a dream come true for a lot of Helldivers. Just make sure that you bring a vitality booster and preferably some heavy armor, because you're gonna take some damage when you try and use this thing. And finally, we have the front-leaning rest position emote. This is a great emote, definitely one of the most unique emotes in the game. You get down on the ground and start doing some push-ups. I gotta say that I love the naming convention for emotes in this game, you know, calling push-ups the front-leaning rest position, or the chest bump being called a thoracic collision exaltation maneuver. It's just very funny to me. And yeah, of course, this is a nice little emote, you know, nice to flex on people with. Now, I usually just review the Warbond, but I figured that this time around I'll also talk about the Superstore items for Python Commandos, briefly. There is the RS6 Fiend Destroyer armor set, the Double Freedom primary shotgun, and the Deforester's sailcloth cape. With these items, you can finally cosplay as the classic Doom guy. The armor set, and the helmet in particular, is definitely inspired by the Doom Marine armor. Plus, it's a medium armor set which fits in, you know, neatly with the other Python Commandos armor sets. And the Double Freedom is essentially just the super shotgun, but in Helldivers 2. It penetrates medium armor and it deals some pretty incredible damage per round. But of course, it's somewhat held back by the fact that it is a double barrel shotgun, but the damage is still superb, so it makes sense. So you can only fire twice before reloading, or you can set it to fire both barrels at once, which is of course the classic way to use the super shotgun. This is a really fun weapon and of course quite unique. It can also be absolutely devastating when you're up close, killing medium-sized enemies very quickly, plus the sound effects and the general feeling of the weapon is incredible. Definitely recommend picking this up when it's back in the Superstore. It's out right now. It's around 400 credits, I think, and I think that's worth it to expand your arsenal by one more weapon. In conclusion, Python Commandos is an incredible warbond. You get a great primary and 3 great stratagems, not to mention 2 good armor sets and a brand new passive with a few decent cosmetics to go with it. It's a little light on straight up weapons. There's only one actual loadout weapon in the warbond itself, but it's a pretty good one. And we also got 2 new support weapons with an awesome new backpack stratagem. So that is a big win in my book. The 1-2, the maxi gun, and the defoliation tool all do things that we have never seen before in Helldivers 2. And that's pretty huge, the fact that we got 3 really unique items. And of course, I think a lot of us were waiting for the hot dog, the flamethrower guard dog. It's really, really great, and it rounds out the guard dog family pretty well. I think that this Warbond will be remembered fondly for years to come. I think this is pretty far up there as far as the most fun Warbonds go. I recommend it to anybody who already has the essential Warbonds like Democratic Detonation. I don't think this should be your first Warbond, but damn, it's really, really fun. And if you need a minigun, if you absolutely need, like a minigun, underbarrel grenade launcher, chainsaw, then yeah, I recommend it to anybody looking for something fun to use in Helldivers 2. But what do you think about Python Commandos? Is it great? Do you have it yet? Is it better than Viper Commandos? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, I want to thank my channel members, Swickity, ArchAngelShipyards, DirtyKnightmare, NOTSAINTT, Findas, Cheddar, Minuby, ASMOBIUS INFINITUM, and Voodoo Roll. Thank you all for being members of my channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the continued contribution. I have a lot of videos in the pipeline right now, and as you can see, they're actually finally starting to come out. And we also have the new Killzone Warbond releasing in about a week, so I'm going to be doing that as well. And that is all I have for today. So this is Grand Moff Togan of the SES Prophet of Dawn, signing off.